I heard on the news recently about some people, or one in particular, where they're claiming to have worked a full year without really doing any work. They kind of did some very basic admin duties like sending over some email, but they never did anything above or beyond, or they never really did real work. And it reminds me of some people that I actually worked with in the NHS and people I have seen dotted around the world where they don't really do much. They might do the little bits of basics, but they're not really working. And when I say they're not working, they're not really developing or evolving themselves or their business or who they're working for. And it really made me consider the fact that with AI and web designers and web developers, are we going to see a little bit of that creeping in? Now, I want to be really clear. I've got nothing against AI and I love using AI. But there is a little bit of a danger that maybe 3-4 years ago where someone might pay you $5,000 to create a 5-page website or a 10-page website or an e-commerce website, because you're doing a lot of work. And I don't just mean the fact finding or the branding or getting or collating loads of resources. I mean actually building things out, testing plugins, making sure the flow works for the client and their business. But we're heading into this arena where you could just get AI to do a lot of it for you. So can you still justify charging $5,000 for that? Now, I could argue, of course you can, because a lawyer could easily charge triple what another solicitor or a lawyer charges, or maybe even an actor in a movie industry. You could have a basic actor compared to an Oscar-winning A-list star actor. Of course they're going to charge more, and you could say as a designer or a developer, you bring the caliber, the intelligence, the knowledge, the experience, so why should you not charge more? And if you've got the credentials of where you've worked with big businesses, or you've delivered outcomes like you've actually helped someone triple their revenue, or get more leads in, or there's more conversions, of course you should charge more, whether you've done it with AI or not. I mean, and that's the message I want to get across. I'm not saying that just because you charge AI, sorry, I said that wrong. Just because you use AI to develop the website, maybe it's the site planner, or whatever you do, you're using AI with, right? Even logo design. I mean, look, there's so much variety as to what you can use AI for now. I don't care how you use it, but should we be a bit more open and honest about where we have used AI? So for instance, if I was going to create a logo for a client, you might reveal that you did it in Canva or you used a bit of software. Or maybe you did go and get them some stock images. You might tell them I got it from Unsplash, or I used Canva, or is it completely royalty free, or a mate of mine took some photos of a mountain and I went and asked my mate and they said it's okay and I'm now using those photos. Or maybe you manipulated it. Surely you need to add in a little bit of honesty here. So is it completely wrong or not the right way to approach things if you do admit to using AI to help them write their content? Maybe you developed or evolved their call to action buttons or messaging. Maybe you decided that, look, let me go back a step, okay? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you already do this. When you build out a 5-10 page website, clients don't really care about how you built it per se. They just want to know it's been built. So they don't kind of care too much about the hosting side of things or where you got the domain from unless they went and got it. But they would still like to know some details. Like you should still, like for your integrity and the care you provide to a client, share some details, right? So even if they don't need to know the names and specifics of every plugin, surely you do spell it out. Because if there is an annual license for Elementor or for Advanced Custom Fields Pro or WooCommerce subscriptions or something, surely you are going to inform them. So you're going to have to spell a few things out. And I do think that if you are using AI to craft or hone in the way the website is going to work or look, and you have used it for the content side of things or to develop, you know, the wireframe or the homepage or a particular section, I don't think there's any harm in declaring and letting them know that. And that doesn't mean that you now drop your prices because you used AI. And our client could say, what, you built that? You said it was $5,000 to build out the website and you did a bulk of it with AI. Why should I still pay you $5,000? Well, at the end of the day, you still brought the intelligence and the decision making to their table. Because anyone could go over to AI and say, give me a hero banner for a company that sells flowers, and you're going to get loads and loads of generic images or whatever, or layouts, but you still have to decide what's going to work. And you could still use AI to generate your headlines, your call to action, your subheadings, and what you're going to put in each section. But you still make the decision. You're going to be the one that goes, no, that's not good enough. That doesn't cover off our keywords. That doesn't talk to our ideal client or audience or who we're helping. So you still have to make the decisions, right? Because you could easily hire someone who's going to work in your office to deliver a project. All of the materials for that project, everything about why we need to deliver it has probably been done by someone else. But someone is going to sit there with an Excel spreadsheet and make sure that project is delivered. They'll have like a red, amber, green rag status. They'll make sure that this contractor does X, Y, Z. But you're paying them to manage that. They're not really doing a huge amount of work. Come on, a lot of you that know project managers, if you've worked with any in office environments or anywhere, they're just managing the project. But as a web designer or developer, you could still use AI to build out the website, supplemented, complemented. Clients might think you're going to charge less because you're using AI. But what they need to understand is that all it's done is make the process efficient. So whether you had handwritten out on paper or chalk what is going to be the content for the hero banner or the website, compared to whether you did it with AI, is neither here or there. The AI was quicker. In fact, it was easier to get 20 different ways of saying the same thing, and then you're going to go, I like the sound of that. That's more punchy. You know, it's got more pizzazz about it. And this whole notion that I started with right at the start about some people who claim to be working, but they're not working and they're getting paid and they're just sat in an office doing other stuff, like they might have a spreadsheet open that's nothing to do with work, but they pretend to be working on their own stuff and no one asks any questions. I'm not saying web designers or developers are like that, but I do think that don't say it's going to take 3 weeks to build a website if you know you're going to get it turned around in a couple of days because you are now using AI. At the end of the day, what you bring to the table in decision making and how you develop and hone in on whatever AI gives you is what's going to make you stand out. I'd love to know what you think about that, and I know a lot of you are not going to agree, and I'm not here to start any arguments or debate, but let me know, because I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share and follow. Sign up for our YouTube channel. Take care, see you soon, goodbye.